in the morning, and we have a snowstorm coming through. It's 14, 13 degrees right now. It's absolutely freezing. We've got the bus here all lined up. Look at all of that ice covered in it, or the truck's covered in ice. That's more or less what's supposed to be said there. We're supposed to get 3 to 5 inches overnight. There's probably about already an inch on the ground right now. So we're gonna have some fun tomorrow, do stuff around, goof around. I'm not sure, we gotta play by ear and see how the day goes. But I will say the truck, the boosted bus, has been doing absolutely great. Considering, oh, I got snow on my face. I'm gonna have to walk backwards. Considering the situation, we had a bunch of rain and then it all froze all over the vehicle and it just cased it up. So I've been having to, keep it started, stuff like that. I've got icicles that keep bumping the tires and stuff like that, and I got to keep the doors from being frozen shut. But I'm gonna scoot and we'll see you guys in the morning. My hand's frozen right now. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the morning. Also, this is another kind of learning lesson here. Don't drive in the snow if this is your visibility. Okay, the power just went out in this sector. I turned the light bar on and that high beam seems to be doing the best. But as they say, really bright light reflects back on stuff like this. But I know that people will drive in situations that, like, even the normal headlights would make it look like this. Just don't do it. It's not safe. And considering the crash that happened in Fort Worth Thursday last week, it's just not worth it. So pull over, wait it out. It's the best thing to do. You gotta see where this goes. It's cold and it's snowing. It's kind of cool though. I'm very warm inside of the truck, so that's a plus. All right, we'll see you guys in the morning. Hey guys, good morning. It's about 9 a.m. and it's 9 degrees. We had rolling outages all night. Didn't get in around 3, and man, it is cold. But the cool thing is the sun's out, the snow stops. We got several inches of snow. You can see here the bus all covered up. I've got in some areas about 1/4 of an inch of ice on the truck, and I do apologize for any wind noise ahead of time. It is cold, and I won't be able to stay out here for long because my hand will gonna freeze off, because it feels like -5, I believe. But yeah, it's absolutely cold. The truck handles it like a beast for being rear-wheel drive. It just conquers the snow and just goes over it like nobody's problem. So that's that. My hand hurts now, so I'll hit you at the next stop. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 16 degrees. Snow is all done now, about 4 or 5 inches. No, not 5 inches, 3 to 4 inches, something like that. But I'm out here at one of A&M's far out campuses, and take a look at these snow drifts and the stuff like that. I mean, look at how the wheels are caked and these icicles going along the side. Absolutely crazy. And then this here is pretty thick, so kind of interesting to look at. It's supposed to be cold tonight. Well, it's already cold, but it's supposed to be single digits this evening, which will be interesting. I have been keeping my vehicle running. I don't let it sit more than 5 hours, generally no more than 2, and that I haven't had any problems so far. It starts up the first time. Some of my neighbors are on the contrary. They're having issues with their vehicles. But yeah, man, the Expedition has done just an amazing job. For it being rear-wheel drive, it is an absolute beast, and it is I would buy it again, hand over fist, because of how just awesome it is, and the fact that it can plow through this stuff and keeps you warm, and heck, we're doing rolling power outages, but I had to connect to my computer, but I didn't have the Wi-Fi. So I got an extension cord and I plugged the Wi-Fi router and my computer into the truck while I was sitting outside. And I was able to get stuff done while no one else was. So that's kind of a cool thing connected to the truck. But yeah, it's cold, it's snowy. Second time snow this year. Third time it's seen it this year, which is kind of cool. And man, it's decked in ice. It's gonna get one heck of a bath when we're done with this. When it warms up, actually, into this week it's supposed to be in the 70s, which is kind of crazy to think that it's 60 degrees right now, and it's going to be like 5 tonight, and it's gonna be high 70 on Thursday or Friday, I think. But I'll make sure that we get everything cleaned up and everything like that. It's got the paint protection film on it, so this stuff won't hurt it too much. But yeah, supposed to meet up with some buddies later and do some cool drifting and stuff. It is Tuesday morning and it is very cold outside. It's about 8 degrees. Got the truck all running. We're here on campus. The trans oil temp was incredibly cold this morning. It was about 12 degrees Fahrenheit. I've never seen it that cold, but due to me having it running throughout the week and all of the cold stuff, it started without a problem. It sounded like, you know, not very happy, and the metal didn't sound great, but it went over on the first turn, which was very impressive considering the temperature outside. It is 8 degrees, and the fact that the trans oil temperature was 12 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I get that oil works a little different than the normal liquid, but still, that's pretty dang cold if you ask me. So it's about 8:45, I think, right now. No one's out. We've got the UPD back there making the rounds. They're the only traffic that I've seen all day out here. But we had a really hard freeze last night. It never got above freezing all of yesterday, but it got into the single digits last night, and all of the snow that was sort of melting before has now refrozen, making it very icy and slippery. So you kind of got like, it's really pretty, but it's also really slick. So it's a little bit of both. And then tonight we're supposed to get 2 to 3 inches of freezing rain. So it's going to be very fun. I'm going to completely wrap the truck up so I don't have ice everywhere. As you guys can see, it's doing all right. Lots of ice build up everywhere. I've got it underneath. I had an electrical issue. It clogged one of the wires up, so I had to take care of that last night. Big pain in the butt, but we've got it all figured out right now at the moment. Lots of ice. You can see it hanging down under the center support rail and the crossbar, and then it's kind of created like these mud flaps here almost. I've got like a little anchor in the back, and it's very solid. I've tried kicking it off and, well, it doesn't work very well. Ironically, ice is pretty hard when it gets solid. Those are the same thing, right? Solid, hard. So anyways, I did have some moments of where we drifted around a couple roundabout stuff like that. I won't be including that in the video because we weren't in Mexico doing it, so that is that. I don't want to get in trouble for it, but I can already tell you this thing handles really well around the curves. Once you find the perfect balance of turning and power and everything like that, it does a pretty good job. It is very torque heavy, so whenever the torque does kind of get ahead of itself, it makes it pretty hard to recover from. But you know, either way, it's very easily controllable. I let one of my friends try it out and he did pretty well actually on the first time drifting, so it was pretty fun. We got it stuck a few times. The snow out there was pretty deep. Where the location was, there was a lot of drifts and stuff like that, so it was probably about 8 to 12 inches deep, which was pretty significant considering that it was only about 3 to 4 inches here. But yeah, if anything else cool comes up, we'll cover over that. We're gonna do some photo shoots later, so I'm gonna include some of those in here, and we're gonna go along with the day. It's freaking cold outside, but it's quiet and it's nice, and yeah, I'll give you guys an update when the freezing rain starts coming in, because last time, you know, all the windows, stuff like that were covered. This whole windshield was a huge pain in the butt. I got a towel and I put the windshield wipers into this, you know, halfway motion. I didn't turn the truck off, and then I placed the towel underneath that. It did pretty well. And then this is the one time where I'm actually happy I have halogen headlights, because it melts the ice on the lenses, whereas if I had LED it wouldn't, because my light bar here, I left it on for 30 minutes and it didn't do anything to the ice. So there's that. Well, I've got to roll, so we'll catch you guys at the next event. Little on the move adjustment there for you guys. Make sure everything's tight. All right, guys, how'd you like that? That was a cool little thing. I've never done that before, but now I know that mounting the camera on the hood, it won't fall off, which is super cool. I'm happy. I was kind of worried about it because my camera's my phone, so I was a little worried, but we're all right. So I'll edit that and see how it looks. And yeah, that's a new POV that I think I should try more often. So we'll see what we do with that in the future. All right, let's keep on rolling. Hey guys, so it's evening time now. We're out with a couple of my buddies, and he's got the Golf out here. We're whipping the Golf. Front wheel drive power, handbrake turn, you know what it is. Funny story with this Golf, he's towed me out now twice. I got stuck on a teeny tiny patch of ice. Out of everywhere and everything I've been through, I got stuck on a little piece of ice. So we had to hook up the front little connect thing and tow them on out. That's them in the background playing on the ice. But yeah, we're out here at one of our locations. You can see we've got the snow going on right here. More snow. They changed the forecast. It's actually snowing right now, believe it or not, and we're supposed to get more snow and ice. But I don't know if you guys can see that. The ice is touching my tire, so it like builds up and then shaves off. So there's a whole lot of that. And then here on the exhaust, you think, oh, it's a hot car, right? No, I can just grab my exhaust pipe. So that's real nice. I'm glad I can grab the exhaust. If it was hot, it would actually be melting the ice underneath the vehicle, which would be helpful, but hell, that's not the case. But I'm gonna shoot some stuff. We might do some B-roll on the hood again. I really like the way that looked. And man, that induction noise was absolutely insane. Am I right? So without further ado, we're gonna get the plane around. Good morning. It is Thursday, I think, something like that. I've lost track of the days. We had a bunch of rain over the night and everything froze. As you can see here, my truck has, you know, more ice than it was last time you saw it. But we can see here that it is really caked up. All the wheels and stuff were completely frozen. I'm not sure how much of a pain it's going to be trying to get it out, but it's pretty cold. It's about 34 degrees right now, and it's warming up. Everything's melting at the moment, but it is cold and it's raining and it's windy and ice is falling around me, so I'm not going to try and get hit with stuff like that. But we're supposed to get more. Hopefully it'll warm up. The snow was fun, but with all the power outages, stuff like that, it's kind of getting annoying. Speaking of power outages, we've been on a 30 off, 30 on situation for a while. But as of right now, my power's been on for over an hour, which is really cool. So hopefully that means that it's going to stay on for the time being, which I'd really like. I know there's a lot of other people that have not had power for days. And that's really unfortunate. I wish that Texas had a better plan with this power situation. At the very least, do a whole 30 on, 30 off thing, or maybe an hour on, hour off deal instead of leaving people off for days. But anyways, mine's back on, thankfully. It's cold. The truck here, you can hear it. It doesn't sound too happy, but it is what it is. The trans oil temp was above freezing this morning, which was nice, and you can see stuff dripping off, stuff like that. And then this is kind of cool. I just looked up how the roof rack is just all icicled up. That's pretty cool deal. Everything's all frozen around it. I think that's pretty neat. Be interested to see if when I get my Bronco, if anything like this will ever happen. Just kind of how it'll be. Because I'm gonna have the winch and stuff like that in the bull bar on the front. So it'd be kind of interesting to see how that'd work. I know that thing would be a beast in the snow, and I kept thinking about that when I was driving around. I was saying, hell, well, this would be a really cool thing to have around. in this type of weather. So I'm gonna go out and explore, see how the roads are. It's pretty slushy slash icy, and a lot of things are melting. Probably gonna be some flooding soon there, but yeah, it's cold. My hand hurts, it's cold, and my truck is covered in ice. So that's this morning's update. We'll see you next.